It's fall in northern New Hampshire, and that means woodcock hunting.
This is October 20th, and the native birds have left. The flight birds are in. The first bunch of birds we pointed, 4 birds got up. That told me right there we were into flight birds. That bird's down. That's a hen. Longer beak.
Woodcock are a small, migrating shorebird that can be found in central Canada, south to the Gulf of Mexico, and along the Atlantic coast. The Northeast is a major breeding ground for this acrobatic and elusive game bird. Lloyd Murray has been bird hunting since he was a young child. He started with pheasants and grouse, and because of his grandfather, grew an appreciation for woodcock.
It's an obsession, and it's a passion. It's not just a hobby. It's a way of life for us. But it gets in your blood. I mean, there's so much good stuff that comes out of it. You're walking. You have to walk all the time. You have to be in the woods constantly. And the fall. What could be better than being outside with orange and red colors, and bird dogs and birds, and I like it.
Lloyd's not alone with his love for the sport. Hunting guide Lisa Savard and Mark Ziegler also enjoy the challenge woodcock hunting offers.
The hardest thing is trying to guess where the bird is going to flush from. The dog, of course, helps a lot by looking in the direction of where the woodcock is. But still, when you come in, you've got to take into account the terrain and the trees and everything that are in your way, and try to get it so that you push the bird in the direction that you're going to get the clearest shot. And it's very difficult.
There's muddy spots. Sometimes there's streams going through. Sometimes there's really deep muddy spots that you go over the boot. And then you have not only trees that go like this, but trees whose branches go out to the side, so that you're constantly stepping over stuff.
The soggy, moist terrain may be difficult for people, but woodcock thrive in these areas. The tight cover blends perfectly with the bird's coloring, making it difficult for predators to find them. It's also where their main food source is found, earthworms.
Here, Mom. Find him. Catch him up.
At Boffinger Wildlife Management Area, just north of Berlin, New Hampshire, New Hampshire Fish and Game Forester Brian Lemire, along with biologist Will Statz, are supervising habitat improvements.
So we're going to have 4 different age structures or size structures. So this is a great place for them to stop over and rest as they're heading south and returning in the spring from the south as they head north. What we're doing here is breaking up the habitat or diversifying it to maintain the 3 to 4 different habitat types that woodcock require.
Much of the Northeast's quality habitat for woodcock began to disappear in the latter part of the 20th century.
This growing season and next. In the 1940s and 50s, there was a farm abandonment event which took place in the Northeast. With that farm abandonment, these quality habitats in the 1960s started to revert more towards a forest land condition. Basically, that's the main reason we've witnessed such a decline, a consistent decline or a holding of the population.
By doing selective cuts on these forest lands, land managers and biologists are able to restore and protect the habitat that woodcock need to thrive. Lloyd has witnessed the benefits firsthand.
It's magic. As soon as you do some management on a piece of ground, it starts producing. And it's not just grouse and woodcock. I mean, it's everything. But they'll come in with a brontosaurus and do some work and just clean out dirty old stuff, and then new stuff comes in, and it's like the national forest. Every time they have a clear cut, the grouse and the woodcock get right in there, but so do the deer and the moose.
Good girl. Good girl.
For these hunters, it's not just about being outside and the birds. It's also about working with their dogs.
Without a dog, it's pretty much luck. That dog is a tremendous help. And then not only a tremendous help in finding the birds, but a tremendous help in finding the bird after it's down.
I love my dogs. They are just a joy to be with. They work so hard and they want to find that bird. And Oh, and when they put it all together and do it right, and that's why I'm in it.
You really want a dog that wants to run and go find you some birds. I want one that's going to go to an edge of a field and stick one for me. It'd take me 10 minutes to go find the dog. I mean, that to me is the excitement. It's not killing the bird, it's finding the dog and flushing the bird.
With woodcock numbers holding and potentially increasing in New Hampshire because of ongoing land management practices, future hunters will be able to experience the excitement woodcock hunting offers, as well as the chance to put wild game on the dinner table.
It's a wonderful thing to do. I mean, it's culturally and traditionally a very positive thing. I mean, it's better than video games, and it's better than drinking and doing drugs. I mean, you're outside walking all day with your family. And I see a lot of that up here. I see people with their sons on back roads and stuff, and that's great.